So I'm reading Second Samuel, and what I'm getting from it is that if you are not in the spot where God needs you to be, you are most vulnerable to get caught up in things that you're not supposed to. Like David with Bathsheba, he was supposed to be at war, right? Got up, went outside, saw something that he wasn't supposed to see, ended up doing something that he wasn't supposed to do, and that's why it's important to listen to the spirit and be in the spots that we're supposed to be. And I'm preaching with y'all because I admit this is something I struggle with, and it's hard. But small transgressions lead to big compromise. That's why we must be led by the Spirit. That's why it's important to be obedient to the Lord, because our obedience leads to blessings. It's faith and obedience and trust. It leads to God's blessings. We often say that I fell into sin. It just came out of nowhere, but most of the time it was a gradual process. You did something that led to something, that led to something, that led to something. You did something on Monday that you knew was wrong. Then you did something on Tuesday because your conscience is seared. Now, what is a seared conscience? You know how you sear a steak? It's July 4th. A lot of people are going to be barbecuing. You sear something, it's less sensitive. So you do something on Monday. Now, Tuesday, your conscience is seared. Now, it's not as bad. Now you do something on Wednesday. Now it's not as bad. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And then you get to Friday and big compromise. There were steps to this. It just didn't come out of nowhere, you know. And this is what happens with our sin. It keeps adding up. That's why it's important to stay on your P's and Q's. I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect. I'm not saying that you're going to have it all together. I'm not saying that you're never going to mess up. I'm just saying that you have to remain vigilant and diligent when you mess up. Like, okay, let's not lead this to something greater. Let's not lead this to something bigger than what it already is. I already messed up. Okay, let's heal my conscience. Let me talk to God. Let me get into prayer. Let me get into the word so it doesn't get worse than what it is. It doesn't have to get worse than what it is, because if you're not careful, 4-5 days down the line, you look back like, dang, I just keep messing up, because you didn't stop and heal your conscience and heal your heart and talk to God. Talk to the Holy Spirit. Allow Him to do His work. Take that whipping. Take that chastisement, because the Lord loves those who He corrects.